Oi, are you Pakka? Now you should go and fight for the country. Look how cunning the person is looking.
But if we riot, if we fight back,
So anyone is carrying weapons? Nobody. They are poor farmers. So still the people who are attending, they are confused. क्या हो क्या रहा है? And he's not giving any warning also.
we must have the courage to take their anger.
He is asking whether we should give the warning. The gate is closed. Only one small gate. Nobody can escape out of it.
All of your troops to fire, I think it is part of the crowd. Yes, sir. $1,516 casualties with 1,615 wounds. My intention was to inflict a lesson that would have an impact throughout all the job. Lieutenant, had you been able to take in the armored car, would you come up and fire and be achieved? I would probably be done.
Machine gun से भी मारने के लिए तैयार है.
I did. But that was irrelevant to the point you were making. Yeah, that's correct. Can I ask you what provision you made? As well, they have any reply. General, I was a child, shot the 303 apply.
So understood how bad and animated it was. This is an English movie. In fact, many people say the first. This is that Sardar Udham Singh. इसमें जो ये scene है ना, is more better. If you get it on the platform now, please watch this movie. It's a nice movie. He is the person who shot at the fellow who ordered this Jallianwala Bagh massacre. It's a nice movie. इसमें भी ये दिखा है. He is the person who is given the order. अभी उसको मारता है. He's in London. I watched the movie. Nice one. He takes the revenge by going to London and killing him.
To the war, the empire was and is a force for rule. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, it is not only our right but our duty to rule England. Without it, they will return to savagery, looting and killing one another. It is not only African, ladies and gentlemen, there is the white man's burden. With the benefit of my experience, I can tell you that these reforms have been effective. The country is unified once more. It is peaceful. Thank you very much. Thank you.
एक person ने order दिया था जनरल राय को go and kill them. He is retired and he is living in London. एक book के अंदर वो गन रखा है. Very smart way to do it. Watch it. It's a nice movie. And ये movie में भी उन लोगों ने ये दिखाया है. That Jallianwala Bagh. And this fellow Vicky Kaushal, ना इसका नाम? I really like him for some nice movies about Uri also. He was amazing. उधर से देखेगा, you will understand this Jallianwala Bagh in a more detailed manner. Okay, write that incident. Let us give notes about that. Jallianwala Bagh massacre. The board has become very dirty. Right here. I'm writing massacre. You understand massacre? It was a planned murder by British. Jallianwala. I don't point number 1. Right? The most infamous incident. Point number 1. The most infamous incident. Under the Rowlatt Act was and bag also they have not used. Infamous incident under the Rowlatt Act was the, you write some short forms, huh? Because ये बड़ा नाम है ना तो ऐसे लिखो. Only for now, huh? JBM. Massacre or tragedy, whatever you write. Second point. A large but peaceful crowd. A large but peaceful crowd gathered. You understand gathered? They all came at one place. At Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar. उधर लिखो JB लिख लो. हाँ? On April 13, 1919. On April 13, 1919. To protest against the arrest of Dr. Satyapal and Saifuddin. Dr. Saifuddin Kichlu, double T. And Dr. Satyapal. So this is what I was asking, the name of the two leaders. Underline to protest against the arrest. Only underline the names of the leaders. Saifuddin and Satyapal. Next point. Although the protest was peaceful, that too, unarmed. You understand unarmed? They did not carry any weapons. Crowds of farmers, unarmed crowd of farmers. Come on. General Dyer, General Dyer surrounded the garden with his soldiers closed the exit. मैं बहुत short कर देता हूँ है ना. Closed the exit हाँ, not exist. Exit. अगर exit नहीं लिखना, you can write gate हाँ. And ordered his troops to fire at the unarmed crowd. And ordered his troops to fire at the unarmed crowd. Unarmed, UNAR. जिनके पास weapons नहीं था. Next point, unarmed crowd. The troops kept on firing. Next point. till their ammunition. What is ammunition? The bullets. Till their, the word is right here, ammunition was not exhausted. और not की जगह पर was exhausted. मतलब जब तक बुलेट्स था you did see वो ऑफिसर पूछता देखो 1 2 3 5 0 और तूने उसका एक बुलेट एक्स्ट्रा यूज किया इतना तूने कैसे मारा बोलता है yes I will do if you got a machine gun will you he says certainly yes मतलब he doesn't have any pain कि मैंने अनआर्म्ड पीपल को मार दिया. Next point. More than 1,000 innocent demonstrators. More than 1,000 innocent demonstrators were killed on spot. On spot, मतलब उधर ही मरे. And many others were wounded. And many others were severely wounded. And many others were severely wounded. W, huh? Next. This gruesome incident, G-R-U-E, gruesome, huh? Incident of innocent people aroused, you understand aroused? Anger and hatred, anger and hatred against the British rule in India. Aroused hatred, anger and hatred against the British rule in India. Last point. Although British government made a half-hearted, you understand half-hearted? Just people to दिखाने के लिए. Half-hearted attempt of a commission setup. Of a commission. किसके ऊपर लगाया? डायर के ऊपर. और उसको कुछ पनिशमेंट वगैरह नहीं दिया लोगों ने. Commission with least impact on general diet. With the least impact on general diet. D-Y-R-E-M. Impact over general diet. Impact. है general diet. Bas. Now read all that and tell me. What's it? D-Y-R-E, na? Because girl is becoming diet like this. Correct. Earlier also. ये लिख के check. या हमारे ज़माने में ऐसा नहीं था. एक ही ज़माने किधर general diet. Did you watch that movie Uddham? कितना clean है ना? वो देखो. How he escapes from India and goes to London and उधर जाके weapon लेता है और वो जो meeting रहता है ना, no Indians can get in. He dresses like a British fellow and he goes there and how openly he shoots him and he openly shouts that he has killed thousands of people in my country. And उसका नाम ही उद्धम सिंह था. So he only took the revenge of this Jallian because he is the fellow who has given the orders. General Odaya. Odaya था जिसने बोला था कि साइन करके बोला जाके खत्म कर उनको. So look how, and going to London, he doesn't have the money, he goes there, struggles, and there are some people of our Indians only who help him. But I have watched the movie only once, amazing. So at least we could understand कि ये कैसा हुआ. And in front of the crowd, he shoots him, and when he is brought to the देखा वो कैसा, and he openly says, no chance, he is no more. And he killed thousands of my citizens. So at least the next British officer who might think of doing like this, he might not even think in his. So these are which nationalists? Earlier assertive. Assertive. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. फिर हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं तो पत्थर से मारेगा तो हम ईंट से मारेंगे, है ना? चलिए. So this is that memorial picture I can show you. Look here, two pictures of that Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. हम लोग ने वो start किया ना? Then this is the memorial stone. Abhi, I think the present government has made this area more neat and clean, and many visitors come here. Jallianwala, it's in Punjab. And look, if you want, there is one video that also, but I won't show you. This is the entrance of that gate, and this is a picture of Mahatma Gandhi sitting and doing the work. And then ye kya hai? Gandhi ji, you remember Champaran Satyagraha? This is one of the earliest Satyagraha of Mahatma Gandhi. And this is a beautiful picture of our national leader. Look at this. I really love the first picture. What is this? Right from this to this. Early days of childhood days of Mahatma Gandhi. Look how 9 or 10-year-old boy might be. Then he has returned from London. He has done his studies from London only. So in fact, many people say Gandhi had many very good friends in British government. And many times they were telling him, कि ये काम करो, तो leader रहे, we don't have any issues, but you be with our side. We will give you anything and everything. Look how Gandhi ji might have been. अभी हम और आप रहते तो ठीक है, कितना देते, चलो ठीक है, चलो. But Gandhi ji had a good relationship with them, friend वगैरह वो सब ठीक है, but बोलता था no, I'm not against you, I'm against the policies of your government in India. So he maintained a very good relationship with all of them. And then next, this is the picture, maybe like when he is becoming adult and maybe his marriage attire or what. And this is that Bapu that we know him. And then, so that, this is our first president of India. Who is he? Dr. Rajiv. Wonderful. And who is this fellow? Rabindranath Tagore. Who was he? Person who has written the Vande Mataram, the greatest poet and the nationalist India could have. In fact, I really love this Bengali because of the nationalistic sentiments. But I don't know this lady who has been the CM of the lady now, naam kya? She, I don't know, I hate her to the max because of, but Rabindranath Tagore, W.C. Banerjee. In fact, many people say West Bengal or Bengal was the birthplace of nationalism in India. And such nationalistic leaders. And you remember that surrender of title? Boycott program जब मैं INC में करेगा, he surrenders the respect given by the British government. What was the title given? Knighthood. And Sarojini Naidu got which title? Nightingale. उन्होंने बोला ये award नहीं चाहिए हमको, award वापसी. And this is memorial built at Chauri Chaura, Gorakhpur. That is in UP. Chauri Chaura incident. Okay. Let me show you. This I don't normally do with any other batches, but since he is busily removing all. Okay. So this is a commission which comes to India. Who was the leader of the commission? Sir John Simon. Why is the commission coming to India? Now this is the time government of British in India wanted to show to the people that we are sending a commission to study your problems. So how many members were there in this commission? 13 members were there. Was there any Indian in that member? Yes or no? Don't tell me no idea. Why don't know? Simon Commission nahi suna hai? So there were 13 members including the leader. वो भी मैं दिखाता हूँ video. So when they were coming to India, Indians said, "ठीक है, you are sending the people from London to India. It's okay, fine. But we want at least one member inside that committee. Who? Indian, because he knows the problem of India better. I mean, who has been born and brought up in London, I can't expect him to, study for India. But Britishers rejected it. But so wherever this commission went, Shruti, leave it. What are you finding? Some mistakes for me? Whenever this group went, coming to Bombay, going to Kolkata, going to any part of India, what was the slogan raised? Simon, go back. They raised a black flag. Correct, Simon, go back. Who was the person who was injured in this incident in Chandigarh? वो भी इनको मैंने बोला है. You are absent on that. He was known as Shere Punjab, Lala Lajpat Rai. He was close to 70 years old, 68. But in that incident, he is the first fellow. He's standing, and police beats him with the lathi. It's a wonderful incident. Not a wonderful, it's a very sad incident. He's taken to the hospital, he dies there. And Indians got more angry. So that is Simon Commission. How many members? 12 members, including the Simon, that is 13. No Indian, that is Simon go back. Okay. And then this is the Dandy March, I think. Am I correct? Dandy March only? Gandhiji leading the Dandy March. What is Dandy March? Anyone? Now, this is the time Gandhiji suspends non-cooperation movement because of which incident? Chauri Chaura. What is Chauri Chaura? Where the police station was burned. 22 people were killed inside. जब ये न्यूज़ गांधी जी के पास पहुंचता है, गांधी जी बोलता है मैं नॉन कॉपरेशन को सस्पेंड कर रहा हूँ. Many Congress people says no sir, the program is very good. But what Gandhi says, no, program has turned violent. You understand violent? That is why he is suspending the program. So many national leaders of Congress were not happy. But Gandhiji gives a hint. What is the hint? Although I am suspending non-cooperation, but I am going to bring a program which is more effective, more robust. You understand? More robust and more expansive. That was civil disobedience movement. Come and repeat.
Civil disobedience program. Disobedience.
Come again.
Civil disobedience program.
Movement, my movement. So the difference between civil disobedience and INC was only one. What was that? Under non-cooperation, he said, do not cooperate. Under civil disobedience, he said only one thing. What was that one thing? Do not pay taxes. Now, if you do not pay taxes, what will happen? The government can run, neither this government nor any government. So he selected a commodity which is common to all. What was that commodity? Salt. I mean, salt is a commodity, everyone uses it. Gandhiji might have selected British cloth, Gandhiji might have selected British cap or anything, but wo sab log use nahi karega. So Gandhiji was very smart at that. He selected a commodity which has a mass appeal. What is mass appeal? Everyone knows what is salt. So it was April, I don't remember, it was 1919 only. He took away from Sabarmati Ashram with 79. How many? 79 followers. And he reached Dandi 240 miles within 10 days. Approximately walking 24 miles a day. Although जब वो साबरमती आश्रम से निकले, only 79 followers, but the time he reached Dandi, there were thousands and thousands of followers. What did he do? Wherever he went, he made a rally, he made a public gathering, and he was explaining the people the rule of Swaraj. What is Swaraj? Self-rule. याद है self-rule? Self-rule किसकी वजह से बंद हुआ? Roll attack की वजह से बंद हुआ ना? Because मैंने वो statement नहीं दिया. So Gandhiji not only conducted the rally, but he also made people aware. So when he reached the place Dandi, which is a coastal town of Gujarat, जहाँ salt बनता था, they took the sea water, boiled it. Boil करेगा तो पानी निकलेगा ना? And the salt was made. So he took one handful of salt, and in front of the people he vowed. Vowed मतलब promise. Today onwards, not me. Any Indians will not pay tax on salt or any other commodities which is taxed by the British in India. Samjha? So this is famous which march? Say. Dandi क्या? अरे Dandi क्या भाई? Dandi march. Where to where? From where to where? From his ashram. Where was it? Sabarmati. Sabarmati सुना है कि नहीं? It's a very popular place of Mahatma Gandhi only. So up till where did they go? Dandi. What was that place? A coastal town of Gujarat, famous for making salt. Okay, so ye samjha? That is Dandi March, and this is the famous picture of Nehru. This fellow I'll tell you. His name was Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, and he is called as Frontier Gandhi. Frontier. He was not from India. He was from Afghanistan and Pakistan. Normally from Afghanistan, but he was so impressed by the works of Gandhi, he became a greater devotee. And in fact, he was there with Gandhi for a long time with his freedom struggle. So many people called him as a Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. That was his popular name, but he was called as Frontier Gandhi. मतलब उसी time पर, influenced by Gandhi, many people started agitation in their own country using ahimsa, non-violence, satyagraha. That is the popularity of this man. Who? Mahatma Gandhi. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan का क्या? हुआ है ना, कुछ भी wrong ही बोल रहे हैं. Influenced by Gandhi only, he became a disciple. देखो उनके साथ picture है. It's like taking a picture with Gandhi means it's real in those days. So this is the Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. What was his other name? Frontier Gandhi. Say it again. Because he was not within the country, he was on the borders of India and Pakistan. देखो तो लिखा है Frontier Gandhi भी लिखा. Patans organized a society of खुदाई खिदमतगार, the servant of God. ये सुना है? खुदाई खिदमतगार क्या है? मतलब क्या है? वो तो मैं इधर से बोल दिया था. हाँ. First roundtable conference was a failure because Gandhi ji did not participate. Second roundtable conference, याद है मैंने एक black and white video दिखा है where he goes to London and he participates. But whatever promises Gandhi was given, the Britishers did not follow any promises. So when he returns to India, एक line दिया रहेगा completely disillusioned. What is disillusion? Unhappy. तो जैसे वो इंडिया में आते हैं, he launches a big program. What was that program? Quit India movement. What is Quit India? Bharat Chodo. Who launches it? Gandhi ji. After coming from where? London. After which conference? Second roundtable conference. Why? Because Britishers did not keep single promise. Okay, वो भी मैं बता सकता हूँ, but अभी इतना ही तुम्हारा सर में गया तो वही काफी है आज के लिए. And after that we can see Jawaharlal Nehru and Swadeshi, Bhimrao Ambedkar. That's done. Abhi I want you to see Simon Commission, not Simon Commission. No, wait. वाला टैग हो गया. Now check. Do we have Simon Commission? ना वो भी मुझे अभी चेक करना पड़ेगा, है ना? ये पकड़ो. Not there. Not there. Icse.
Events are not there in this.
What? In the mobile you go like this and then watch it what it is. यही पेज खुलता है ना? हाँ, but इसमें किधर है फिर? अच्छा इधर है. ऐसा करना पड़ता है. And where is the syllabus here? Where?
Click here and read it about.
The contact.
Downloads में होगा उसमें.
Download करके क्या करेगा?
It's
Wait, here only will here ना. They should have given, is it?
take it down. The green dots down. Sorry, up.
Where is it?
Up or regular.
हाँ ये है ना.
Just click here. Here.
2022. 23.
Click here. Click here.
But here also. अच्छा click here. ये तो PDF form. Civil disobedience here. Chowri Chowra incident is there. Jallianwala bhi have done. Chowri Chowra incident, impact of the movement, civil disobedience, declaration of women's rights, Dandi March is there, Gandhi impact, Quit India. एक काम करो, you mark it in your textbook. I can't open up. Is it visible? Mark it in the textbook clearly. So the next time we do it, every time we don't open up. Even for the next chapter that we are going to do. I can give you what is Chauru Chaura incident. Thank you. पूरा ही कर लो फॉरवर्ड ब्लॉक वगैरह. And scroll it and mark all the pages. Shall I scroll the other pages? You're done? Second phase? Forward block also?
Yes.
Evaluation. It's, how about this one? Is that?
Civics में बहुत सारे हैं.
तो ये भी कर लो फिर हम लोग civics का कौन सा चैप्टर बाकी है अपना?
Prime Minister के बाद.
हाँ जुडिशरी वाला ये भी कर लो फर्स्ट से. Oh my God.
Supreme Court.
हाँ next to Supreme Court.
In High Court and the
You mark for judiciary, and judiciary also not all is that composition, qualification. Then you check with geography also, because geography also I'm only going to continue to it. Remain. Done all? Judiciary done fully? करना फिर geography भी करेंगे ना. You got the geography textbook ना? Done. History done. Civics. Sure. How about this one? International movement. Yeah, where is this World War One? ये भी तो है. ये भी
उसका पता है.
तुझे बताया?
सेकेंड वाला
Second World War करो ना. You mark Second World War, United Nations, everything. You're done. You're done. Wait. Go to World War One, World War Two, United Nations mark, so that every time we don't, zap around all this stuff. Instead of going like this, pick up the first page. उधर टिक कर ले, फिर जाके क्रॉस मार्क बस. इधर है ना? जो है वो टिक करते जा. Correct? इधर में जाके फिर क्रॉस मार ले. Tick it in that syllabus first page and then go home and keep a scale or anything and cross it. Non-aligned bringing case earlier, Suti also. Until here, you have done. Second. That is also there, na? Eh? Not for this exam, but it is there for the board exam. Is there? You didn't mark United Nations. You have to mark very important. After the finishing of the Second World War, United Nations. Entire chapter is, they will not cancel United Nations. It is very important, it is there. Look at, they give an objectives. Any four functions. So major agencies में वो भी टिक कर दो. UNICEF है, WHO, UNESCO, any four functions. So non-alignment, meaning, objective. Your textbook is not matching here. That is the reason, but it is there. So shall I put geography now? Done? Okay. Correct, Anna? You are in 22. Geography, Thailand or Icse? Which chapters we are doing now?
We completed
हाँ ठीक है 3 4 5 6 mark first. And rather sitting there closer, you can scroll while doing it. Okay. Start with chapter number 3 first. Hey Nerul, where is that Ryan International School? Towards that highway, na? तू जाता है नेरुल में? Shall I move to hello? So once you mark the portion, syllabus, everything clear, so that when we are teaching, it becomes easy. So every time I should not teach the things which you do not have. देखा आज causes भी नहीं था and objectives भी नहीं था. Good thing we have opened up. If not, you could have also been done up till 9. 3 4 करो 5, then 8 and 9 करो because it is coming better. picture 9. Is going. You have a mobile, take a picture 9. Transport and waste management. Then you do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. It's all there. Natural vegetation, water resources, mineral energy, manufacturing, transport and waste management. That is chapter number 10, transport. Complete all the chapters. So shall we? Okay. So you have to learn the question answers of whatever we have done today. Okay. So maybe in the next lecture I'll finish the chapter and then we'll go ahead with. Okay. The history syllabus we are bound to finish with what do you call it? World War I and World War II complete. Rise of dictatorship. So next time you want me to continue with history or geography then? So ek kaam karna, we will finish this chapter, Mahatma Gandhi chapter, and then I will take you geography. So please bring your geography volume. Did you make a separate notebook for the geography? Then bring that as well. And we'll finish off this, and then one chapter of Rise of Dictatorship is left. I'll meet you in my next lecture. Okay. Good night and take care.